So good day everyone. For today's lesson is I am going to talk about the moral agent. So by the way, my name is Ms. Carol Joy M. Shimata and I will be your instructor in ethics or GNED civility. So this is our third lesson. So this would be the last part that I will be covering for our midterm examination. So ito yung last part po na coverage o sakop ng ating midterm exam. So let's start. So this is the part 1 of our discussion. So please do be with me and makinig po tayo. So moral agent. So for this time, we're going to talk about it. First is the moral values and character building. So what are the components na kasama sa isang or components na kasama sa isang character building? Paano ba nabibuild yung character and moral values ng isang tao? So first, let us define first what is morals. Morals and values. Ayan. First, let us define first morals. Morals are the principles and values based on what a person or society believes are the right, proper, or acceptable ways of behaving. So, morals, it talks about what are the acceptable ways in our society na sa tingin natin is tama. And what are the things na okay siya. For example, this type of behavior, yung pagmamano. Sa ating culture, it is a form of what? Yes, it is a form of respect. This is a gesture of respect. But for other, and it is an acceptable way of behavior in our culture. Wherein, in other culture, pag nag-bless ka dun sa mga tao, they may find it weird, diba? Kasi hindi yun ganun ka-acceptable for them. But for us, it is our belief that when we do pagmamano, it is a way of respecting the elderly or respecting someone. So next one, we have values. So values are the moral principles and beliefs that they think are important in life and that they tend to live their lives with such values as guiding principles. So values are the guiding principles in our life. So it leads us or it helps us to realize the different moral principles that we have in our society. And through values, it guides us kung paano tayo mamumuhay sa isang society, paano tayo mamumuhay ng tama. Ano ba yung tama na dapat natin gawin? So yun yung magiging, that was the definition of values. So morals are the principles or behavior or acceptable way of behaving. Wherein values are the guiding principles of moral principles or belief. And it is important, values is also important in our culture kasi nga po, it serves as a guiding principles. It helps us to guide our lives na magkaroon ng mas maayos at mas matiwasay na buhay. So next one is, let us talk about naman character versus personality. So in this part, we're going to talk about the different things. Like for example, the meaning of character and personality, the representation of character and personality, traits of character and personality, definition of the two, the nature that they have, and the expressions that they have, so as the change and the validation of society between the two. Yeah. So we have meaning, representation, traits, definition, nature, expression, change, validation of society. Nito pong dalawa ng ating character and personality. So with that, we're going to talk about the meaning first of personality and character. Okay. First is, what is the meaning of character? So first one, character refers to the set of morals and beliefs that defines how we treat or behave with others and ourselves. So, characters, kung paano tayo mag-behave sa ating sarili or sa ibang tao, that is our characters. For example, rude ka when it comes to other people. So, that would be your character. Or, harsh ka pagdating sa sarili mo or mapagbigay ka pagdating sa sarili mo, that would be your character. When it comes to personality, it defines us, it refers to the range of distinctive personal qualities and traits of an individual, wherein personality is unique within us. Na kahit na may kakambal ka, magkaiba pa rin kayo ng personality. And personality is, sabi nga natin, distinct personal qualities. Na for example is, this character can be seen to one another or to other person, but this personality is cannot be seen to other person. For example, sabi nila, personality daw ng isang tao is distinctive or tawag nito, siya ay unique sa isang tao. So, meron kang kakambal and the one of you, yung isa sa kanila, or may isang set ng kambal, ang isa sa kanila is tahimik and the other one is hindi. So, during that time, diba, you can see the distinctive or distinctive personal qualities nila. Na yung isa, mapapansin mo, tahimik siya and yung isa, hindi. Diba? So, that could be an example of personality. So, next one is we have the representation of the both. Representation of character and the representation of personality. For the representation of character, we have who we actually are. So for character, sino nga ba talaga tayo? So ask yourself, who am I? Ayan, sino ba talaga ako? Ikaw ba ay isang matulungin? Mabait ka ba sa kapwa mo? Mabait ka ba sa sarili mo? So, ikaw yun. That is the representation of your character. So, we're in personality, who we seem to be. Ito yung nakikita sa atin most commonly ng tao. Ano ba yung nakikita nila sa atin? Ano ba yung napapansin nila sa atin? What are our distinctive characteristics with other people? Diba? Ano yung unique sa atin when it comes to this? That is your personality. So next one we have, after representation, we have the traits. So for the traits, we have the character. It is our mental and morals. So mental, yung sa mismong pag-iisip natin and kung ano yung paniniwala natin na sa tama at mali, or what are the acceptable behaviors of the society. Really. Wherein, personality, it came from the word or the term personal. It means us, and it also defines our physical body. Yun yung mismo makikita ng tao. That would be also part of your personality. So yeah. So character, part siya ng ating mental and moral aspect. Wherein personality, it's really literal na personal siya. So it can also talks about our physical body. Next, we have the definition for the two. First one is the character and personality. So, character is a learned behavior since it talks about our mental and morals. Diba? Since ang morals it depends upon a society. Nakadepende siya sa isang society kung ang isang behavior ba and the type of society or culture is acceptable or not. Wherein, ganun din sa ating character. If this type of thing or if this type of character is acceptable in this or in a certain type of culture or society, wherein personality is our identity or ito yung pagkakakilala natin. Ito yung pagkakakilala natin ito yung pagkakakilala natin sa ating sarili at the same time sa atin ng ibang tao. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, diba? Personality is our distinctive traits, wherein personality is unique within us. Diba? Kasi we have this type of things na hindi nila makikita or mapapansin sa ibang tao. So next one is the nature. Nature of character and personality. So for the nature of character, character is objective wherein personality is subjective. Tatandaan yan ah. Nature of character, character is objective wherein personality is subjective. So next one, we have the expression of both. So for the expression of the two, we have the character. So for the character, traits of a person that are abstract, hindi siya totally distinctive or hindi siya ganun ka napapansin. That's why it's abstract. At hindi siya agad-agad kasi napapansin. Or hindi siya agad-agad nakukuha or nagigets. Katulad ng sa, diba? Katulad ng sa isang painting, wherein ang abstract painting is sobrang, hindi ko naman sinabing mahirap, but there are some points in an abstract painting or drawing na hindi mo kagad siya mapapansin o hindi mo kagad may isip kung ano yung meaning ng painting na yan. Diba? Kung ano yung gustong iparating ng artist. Wherein sa character natin, hindi agad siya or ito yung trait natin na hindi kaagad napapansin ng ibang tao. Mas mapapansin lang nila to when it comes na they focus on us. When it comes na friends na nila tayo or mas close na sila sa atin. So, next one, personality is the outer appearance and behavior of the person. So, that would be the expression. Diba sabi nga nila, katulad nga ng nabanggit ko kanina, personality is personal. And also, personality is physical. So that's why it talks about our outer appearance. That is how we express our personality. Wherein, how we behave to other people. Diba? Napansin ko na, recall nyo ba yung sa kambal kanina na aking diniscuss na in example? Kung mapapansin nyo, diba? Iba yung, or meron tayong pagkakaiba-iba when it comes to our behavior and attitude towards other people. Next one, we have change. Ayan. Ang change, literal to na pagbabago. So, character remains the same from time to time. So, ever since na bata ka up to lumaki ka, our character remains wherein our personality may change over time depending on the consequences or kung ano man yung pinagdaanan ng isang tao. Okay? Next one, we have the validation of the society. For character, it is not required. Hindi na siya ganun ka-required na magkaroon tayo within us ng type of character. But, like personality, it is required. Kasi, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina sa expression, di ba? Si character, hindi siya ganun kaagad napapansin. So, hindi siya kaagad mababalidate na society natin. Hindi siya kaagad, hindi siya kaagad, another for validation is, hindi kaagad siya mapagtutuunan ng pansin ng mga tao sa ating society. Wherein, ang personality natin, it is really distinct within us. Na, or sobrang nakikita siya. Even if, di ba nga, sa personal appearance, isang tingin mo parang, itong ano na to, maganda yung pananamit niya. Ito mayaman to, di ba? So, kasi ang personality, most commonly, mas visible siya kasi sa character. Wherein ang character kasi, kailangan mo pang kilalanin mo na yung tao before you could know his character. Wherein a personality is mas nakikita kasi siya ng tao. Kaya, for the validation, hindi ganun ka-required or hindi required ang character. Wherein personality is required. Kaya, so, we're done discussing the different what is the morals and values or the character and personality. So next one, we're going to talk about these things. So we have trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. So dito sa mga to, is I will be going to discuss what do we call the 6 pillars of character. So, wait lang ha, magdo-drawing lang ako. Ayan. So, I have a mnemonic here para mas maintindihan nyo, which is T, R, R, F, C. So, kung lalagyan natin ng konting vowels, ano yung word na matatandaan nyo or ano yung word na mabubuo nyo within this types of alphabet, within this alphabet. Walaan nyo. Okay. With that, you can comment down below, but I will be revealing it now. So, ito ay terrific and terrific. But ang spelling terrific niya is double double C. Double C. So, TRRFC. So that stands for T stands for trustworthiness. First R stands for respect, and the second letter R stands for responsibility. F for fairness. First letter C stands for caring, and the last letter C stands for citizenship. So ayan yun lahat. So yun yung mga or yun yung mnemonic ko para mas matandaan ninyo yung 6 pillars of character. We have the word terrific, but we do not have the vowel sounds. So T, R, R, F, C. That is the 6 pillars. So next one, let's go to, wait lang ha, I'll just erase this. Okay. With that, so we're going to talk about the 6 pillars. The 6 pillars we have first is trustworthiness. So in trustworthiness, it is a quality of all relationships are created. So, diba? How do you create relationship? First, diba, we build trust with each other. So, lalo na sa aming mga side tips or dun sa mga nasa medical field rather, kasama pati na din yung mga educators, diba? Kami, we build rapport. What do we call rapport? Is yung trustworthiness or yung trust between each other. Na ako, as your educator or as your teacher, as your instructor, is you see me na makakapagbigay ako ng knowledge sa inyo. Makakapagbigay ako or may tuturo ko yung lesson sa inyo ng maayos. So that is one of, and sabihin na natin na, ay may matututunan kami kay ma'am kahit na hindi siya totally for the lesson, but for a life example, like that. So, diba? Another example for trustworthiness. How do you build friendship? Paano nabubuo yung different friendship ninyo? Or paano nabuo yung mga circles of friends ninyo? Hindi lang dahil sa commonality, but also with trust. In every relationship we have, we also build trust, diba? It is built with trust. Dun sa mga friends nga natin, diba? Kaya tayo nakakapagkwento sa kanila ng mga secrets natin is because we really trust them na this secret, kapag kinento ko siya, they will keep it also a secret, diba? So yeah, that's how trustworthiness is built, and why that's the reason why it is the first part of 6 pillars of our character. So first one, second one pala, being honest, dependable, and being reliable to get things done right. So one of the best examples also of trustworthiness is gagawin nyo yung isang bagay without other people seeing it or without supervision of your supervisor. For example, ngayong pandemic, di ba? All of your professors, your instructors, they will be giving you an assignment or activities. So as we are giving you pala, kasama ako. I'm sorry. We are giving you activities. We're giving you quizzes, exams, di ba? So, paano papasok sa trust doon? O, katulad ko, di ba? When I give you an activity, okay, sagutan nyo to until, you have until next week to answer that, di ba? Another one, sa quizzes natin, di ba? Class, I will leave it here. And after that, sagutan nyo siya within this span of time. And do not forget to turn it in or submit your answers on your Google Classrooms, right? So that's one of the trustworthiness. And ako ba is narinig ninyo sa inyo or did I say on my instructions na kapag may nakita akong ganito, ganyan, blah, 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 is isi-zero ko kayo. Di ba wala? So, ayan, that's one part of trustworthiness. And years from now, I know you're just first year, second year college. Ayan, mga hawak ko for this semester. Na you'll be in a company or mga famous na company or mapupunta kayo sa isang company. And with that, there are some times or there are times na iiwan sa inyo or mag-iipon yung boss sa inyo ng gawain. And i-entrust niya sa inyo yung gawain na yun. Even though sabihin natin mahirap yun, first time yun para sa inyo, it will serve as your experience, so on and so forth. Diba? That is also an example of trustworthiness. Na you're being reliable without the supervision of other people. Supervision of your superiors or your bosses, diba? Leaders. Yeah. And in trustworthiness, work little supervision yet seek guidance is needed. So that's what I am talking about kanina. Working with a little supervision, pero kung hindi na talaga kaya, is you talk about or you talk to your boss. Katulad sa inyo, di ba? There are some students na totally kahit hindi nila totally alam or hindi nila maintindihan ko ano yung nasa instruction ko. Then magtatanong sila, ano po ba yung dapat namin gawin or ito po ba ma'am is pag ito po yung ginawa namin, okay lang po ba? Ganun. Diba? Which means you also need my guidance even na naiintindihan nyo na siya or even na nasa malayo kayo. Even if you're working remotely. Kasi nga, we're not discussing or I'm not giving the what they call activities personally, diba? The face-to-face for this part. Next one is refuse to lie, cheat, deceive, manipulate, exploit, or take advantage of others. Diba? I know all of us have a secret. And yung mga secrets na yun is meron tayong mga taong pinagsabihan. And with that, or meron sa ating mga tao na nagsabi ng secrets nila. Diba? And with that, trustworthiness papasok din doon. Diba? You promise na hindi mo sasabihin sa ibang tao yung kinonceal nila sa inyo ng secret. So that is an example of trustworthiness na kahit anong mangyari is ibabaon nyo sa lupa or isasama nyo sa hukay yung kanilang secrets. Another one is manipulation. Ayan. There are some people that they are manipulating other people para mas may mag-gain sila. Like for example, yung exploitation sa pera. Eto, sasabihin ko kay ganito sa boyfriend mo or sa girlfriend mo na nag-cheat ka. Pero wait lang. I saw you the other day na may kasama kang babae, may holding hands ka, so on and so forth, or lalaki, ganyan. Tapos, si friend mo na yon is sasabihin na sa'yo, bigyan mo ko ng 500 para hindi ko sa kanya sabihin, ganyan. Diba? That's not an example of trustworthiness. And also, refusing to take advantage of the others, or refusing to lie, na, for example, ito usong-uso to sa akin dati, nung college ako. Sasabihin ko sa professor ko na, pag na-late ka, late na ng pasok, ma'am, traffic po kasi sa ganito, even though wala naman talaga traffic sa ganun. Diba? Sadyang late lang talaga ako gumising, or late lang ako nakagising, ganyan. So, next one is cheat. Refusing to cheat, diba? Sa mga exams, ayan, even though wait lang, hindi ko siya nabasa. Even though hindi mo nabasa yung part na to, sige, sasagutan ko siya. Hindi ko titingnan yung aking, or yung lecture na binigay ni Ma'am Kai. Kasi, ano to, hindi siya tama, or hindi siya tama, gano'n. Diba, that's an example of trustworthiness. Na, kahit anong mangyari, you refuse to lie or to cheat, deceive, and manipulate other people. So, yan. After trustworthiness, we have respect. Respect is everywhere, but respect is earned, and it is defined as a way of treating or thinking about something or someone else. So, three things. How are we going to treat other people? So, yan. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, do not do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, do not do yun na. Ayusin ko lang yung aking PPT later. So this one is the golden rule. Wait lang. Ayan. Ito, this one is the golden rule. So that applies the golden rule. Na huwag mong gagawin sa ibang tao yung ayaw mong gawin sa'yo. So, di ba syempre sabi nila, maniwala ka sa karma, doble yung balik mo. So yan, kung ayaw mo i-disrespect ka ng ibang tao, do not disrespect them. Kung ayaw mo sa kanila, just do not disrespect them. Huwag mo nalang pansinin. Kung ayaw mo sa kanila, do not hate them and do not disrespect them. Just, okay, ayoko sa'yo. Wala akong pake. That's it. Do not bash them na to the point na you harm other people. No, that's a big no-no. So, kung ayaw mo sa kanila or ayaw mo silang irespeto dahil you don't want or they didn't earn your respect, just don't disrespect them. Wala kang gagawin mismo. After respect, we have, meron pa pala. Respect prohibits violence, humiliation, manipulation, and exploitation. So because of respect, there would be no violence, or it can avoid the violence. Syempre, you respect his opinion or yung opinion ng friend mo. Okay, ganito yung decision niya, kaya ganito yung naging product. Yan. That would be an example. Kasi, di ba, once na hindi natin respeto, lalo na yung decisions, and sa mga decisions, ito yung example, sa mga decisions, di ba, maaring magka-clash tayo, or, ano ba, hindi magkakaintindihan, magkaroon ng hindi pagkakaintindihan. So, magkakaroon ng violence with that. Kasi nga, we didn't respect each other's opinion or point of views. Pwede din sa humiliation or mapahiya yung ibang tao because we disrespect them. Diba? Another one is manipulation. Na may tao na magmamanipula sa kahinaan mo, or pwede din gamitan nila yon because you disrespect them or you don't want to respect them, is magkaroon ng other negative things. So after respect, we have the responsibility. Every person in this part, or every person in every society or culture has their responsibility. So for us, Filipino, what is your responsibility as a Filipino? Diba? Number one is to vote when you're on the right age. Diba? And also for being a student, what is your responsibility as a student? Or as a daughter? Or as a son of your parents? What is your responsibility? To the community naman, what is your responsibility? Diba? So as you can see, every one of us has their own responsibility. Kahit saang aspeto or kahit saang part ng society, we have that kind of responsibility. So responsibility defined as the obligation of an individual to perform the duty or task assigned to him. So for example, diba, yung sa mga activities na binibigay ko sa inyo, that is your responsibility once na na-post ko na siya. In what part? Responsibility mo na gawin yung aking activity. Pass it on time, and that's it. That's your responsibility as a student, diba? Magpasa, magsagot, and umattend ng classes or manood ng video presentations. Next one, recognizing that our actions matter and we are morally on the hook for the consequences. Diba? Are you familiar with the quote? Great power comes with great responsibilities. Diba? That it applies on number 2. Wait lang po, ha? It applies on number 2. We're in recognizing that our actions matter. Syempre, when doing our obligation or doing our responsibility, meron tayong decisions na gagawin. Meron different actions na maaaring mangyayari or mangyayari. Diba? And in every action, there will always be a consequences dun sa ginawa nating action. Diba? So, ganun din sa responsibilities. Every responsibilities has its own consequences and has its own actions. And those actions really matters. Kasi it could lead to negative or positive consequences. And with that, wait lang. With our responsibility, and with our responsibility, it helps us to strive to improve our abilities, learn new skills, and take on the broader responsibilities. So for example, diba, before our responsibility nung tayo ay elementary is kailangan before we graduated, grade 6, we know or we learn how to read and write. As a student ako. And after that, no, high school na tayo, natuto tayo ng other technical skills. Like, natuto tayo kung paano sa mga cabinet, paano gumawa ng mga cabinet, paano magluto, ano pa ba yung other things. And gumawa ng damit, and so on and so forth. Diba? And we learn new skills. For example, before you don't know how to crochet or patuloy ka mag-ganchilyo. Before, hindi ako marunong mag-ganchilyo. But, because of my responsibility na to learn is I learn new skill. And that is yung pag-ganchilyo. Natuto ako na mag-ganchilyo. And take on the broader responsibilities. Like, for example, ako, before ang responsibilities ko lang matuto for myself. Diba? Strive hard for myself. But, in this case, na I am your instructor, it is my responsibility to pass on that knowledge to you. It is my responsibility na ituro sa inyo yung mga dapat ninyong matutunan. It's either for the lesson base of this subject or for the syllabus na mismo, diba? Or life lessons, to be called. Diba? That is an example of taking broader responsibilities. Kasi sa dinami-dami na before sarili ko lang yung kailangan, ako lang yung matututo. But during this time, I have to pass on the learnings that I have to you, diba? To my students. So that is an example, or that recalls responsibility. Next one, we have fairness. Ayan. Fairness is also known as impartiality, hindi ba? So we talk about that on our first lesson. So ano ko lang siya, i-recall lang natin. And it implies balance. It implies adherence to a balanced standard of justice without relevance to one's own feelings or inclination, without being biased to one another. That is fairness. Diba? Without diba, judging na mas matimbang to kaysa dito sa isa. Diba? That is fairness. Sabi nga natin, nakalagay dito, diba? Sa kanyang definition that it is a balance, a standard. When we say balance, walang labis, walang kulang. As you can see on this picture as a representation. Ayan. So next one we have, wait lang, I have a next song pala. So yan, treating people justly and not letting your personal feelings bias your decisions about other people. For example, yung isa mong friend nang hiram siya. May dalawa kang friend. Yan, parehas silang nangungutang sa'yo ng 500 pesos. But, ang pera mo na lang is 500 pesos. So, since parehas silang nangangailangan, to fairly give them a money, no? Instead na isang tao, yung isang tao, yung isa doon sa dalawa na friend mo na nangungutang, is isa lang doon yung papautangin mo. Is ang ginawa mo, pinautang mo sila, but hindi siya 500 pesos. Ang pinautang mo is 250 pesos only. So that is an example of fairness na you're not being biased within the two of them. Another example is yung sa mga hatian, di ba? You're hahatiin mo siya evenly, di ba? So next one, consider all stakeholders and the positive short-term and long-term consequences of the decision. Na when it comes to the decision making, lahat ng possible options is gagawin nyo muna, or you will know first what would be the possible answers for that type of thing before you commit, or before we commit. Ayan. Kasi nga, you're taking into account kung ano yung magiging long-term na consequence nun, or short-term na consequence din nun. So after that, after fairness, we have the caring. So ayan, letter C na tayo. So it is the heart of ethics and ethical decision making. So one of the best, I think, qualities, ayan, one of the best qualities of Filipinos are they are really caring, diba? Kasi nakikita ko rin, napapansin ko to, not just for our family members, but sa ating friends, diba? Na people, makita lang natin na malungkot yung ating friend. Sabi na, uy, usap tayo. Uy, itagay na natin yan, diba? Sa ibang tao. Uy, itagay na natin yan, tara. Pag-usapan natin yan doon, diba? So those are the gestures of being caring to one another. Why is it heart of ethics? Because we strive for harmonious, mutually beneficial relationship with each other. And through caring, nagagawa natin na magdesisyon without being biased because we care for the other person. And it also helps us na mapunta sa tama yung ating decision, or mas maging ethical yung ating decision when it comes to decision making. Now, to the point na, okay, eto yung tama. Next, I think tamang gawin. Show kindness and sensitivity to the feelings of others. Yun nga, as what I have mentioned kanina. Diba? Yung sa mga friends natin na they are checking on us. Oh, kamusta ka na? Okay ka lang ba? Or do you need help? Do you need someone to talk to? So that is an example of being caring. Lalo na din yung sa mga nanay natin, di ba? O anak, kumain ka na ba? Anak, ano ba? Um, anak, ano, okay ka lang ba? Kailangan ba or pagtitimpla ba kita ng gatas? Ayan, kape. Diba? That's one of the caring things na I saw or napapansin ko sa mga or sa paligid ko. Diba? We show kindness and sensitivity to other people. Minsan din, di ba, yung pagbibigay natin ng tulong sa ibang tao na nangangailangan. Na sometimes, even though hindi naman natin sila totally relatable or hindi natin sila totally kilala. Di ba? And it creates deeper bond as individuals lean on each other for emotional support. So through caring, we create deeper bonds with each other. For example, ako, yung sa family ko, di ba? When you care for someone, it creates a deeper bond. So mas nagiging close kayo. There's a family, ganun. So sa friends, di ba? Na sa friends din, when you show care for other people, you show also your love for them. Diba? And it creates a deeper bond. Meron nga akong friend or circle of friends na since first year high school, friends kami. Until now, na we're all already adults and some of our high school batchmates is already settling down. And friends pa rin kami, magkakilala pa rin kami, we bond with each other. And kapag may problema yung isa, okay, let's have a meeting. Let's talk about that. Usapan natin yan. And at the end of the day, we lean on each other. Even though, sabi natin, kahit sa pera. Ayun. So, as ganun din sa family, di ba? Na at the end of the day, sila pa rin yung ating naging karamay. No? Uuwi at uuwi pa rin tayo na sa kanila or sa ating family. Diba? Are you familiar with the Bible or the parable na alibughang anak? Diba? Na yung anak niya is, or yung isa dun sa dalawang anak, or sa magkapatid, ay winaldas yung kanyang mana. Diba? And broke na broke siya. And after that, bumalik siya sa kanyang tatay. Diba? That is an example of showing care for one another. Na even though minsan, or kahit anumang ginawa, or anuman yung pagkakamali nung isa doon sa dalawang anak, dun sa parable na yun is, nakuha pa rin siyang tanggapin ng kanyang tatay. Diba? Next one, last is citizenship. So yan. What is your citizenship? Your nationality. Diba? Filipino. Citizenship defined as the status of person recognized under the law of a country belonging thereof. Saan tayo belong? Tayo mga Filipino. Saan tayo belong? Diba? Sa Philippines or sa Pilipinas. So, citizenship is a membership to a sovereign. So, we belong to a certain nation because of citizenship. Tayo mga Pilipino, we belong to the Philippines. Yan. So through citizenship, it understands and contributes to the organization. Organization of what? Organization of the country or organization of a nation. Wherein take care of the equipment and resources. So as a citizen of the Philippines, ayan, it is our responsibility to take care of our environment, to take care of the land, or to take care dun sa mga yamang or likas na yaman ng Philippines. And with that, take care of each other. Next one, pursue lifelong learning. So as a citizen, we have to pursue learning pa din. So even though na ikaw ay tapos na sa pag-aaral, we should pursue learning for each other. That's just for our nation. Yan. I will leave this quote for this part 1 before I end this conversation and be with part 2. So beauty catches the attention, but the character catches the heart. So always do remember that yung panlabas natin or yung physical features natin is nakakot siya ng attention ng ibang tao. Diba? Or yung tipong naglalakad ka sa daan and you caught the attention of other people. That is beauty. But character catches the heart. Meaning to say, mas marami tayong na-attract or mas marami tayong ma-magnet na tao because of our character. Kung marami kang kaibigan, literal, yung totoo, that's just because of your character. Kung maraming taong gusto kong maging kaibigan, that is because of your character. And with that, let us end the part 1 of our discussion. See you later. See you on the second part and